In today's video, I'm going to be going over a beginner's guide for Jin in SUPERVIVE. So let's first get into his abilities. Jin is warned when he is looked at by other people, and he gains move speed while out of sight of hunters as well. Landing attacks increases his movement speed. So the first hit gives him 10 move speed, second gives him 30 move speed, and the third hit gives him 60 move speed. And the stacks fall off for the move speed bonus if you haven't landed an attack in 4 seconds. His left click has a charge stab, a follow-up stab, and a spin slash, so it's a 3-hit combo. You hold down the left click to do a short little hop while also doing damage, and if you hit it when it's fully charged, at that moment you get a debuff on the enemy that gives you armor pen, which basically shreds their armor. And then the second hit of the combo is just a follow-up slash, and it does more damage. And the third hit is a spin slash that is like an AoE hit, and the further you are away from the target, well, not further you are, but if they're at the edge of the spin, you do more damage to them. So keep that in mind when you're doing your combos on him. So the right click is a dagger. You throw it after a few seconds. It's not instant like shivs, so you have to keep that in mind. So when you throw it, it's not instantly gonna go out. They might have changed it this patch to instantly throw his dagger out. Yeah, they did actually. So last patch, literally before today, it took some time for it to charge up, but I think now it's instantly, which is pretty awesome. That makes him a little bit more, just a little bit more like easier to play. So disregard what I said before. So he throws his dagger instantly now, and it basically mandates you to teleport to the target that you hit, and you teleport behind them once you hit them with the dagger as well. So his shift is just a little roll, and then he also has an air dodge, and you just go further. You can combo this with your left click when you charge it up to go further, and you can even combo that more with a glider at the end of it. You get max speed. Next ability is your flip slash, which is your Q ability. Sorry, this noise is annoying me. So your flip slash has a 2-part attack. The first flip flashes up in the air and it strikes enemies, and they're briefly slowed. The reclass is like a dunk. You slash forward and through them, and you strike them, slam them downwards, and they become briefly grounded. Enemies struck take increased damage based on the missing HP that they have, and if they're over the abyss, they are slammed downwards and they instantly die. That is only on the second part of your Q, so keep that in mind. You can dunk people off the abyss. And the last ability is your ultimate. You put a clone down that copies any of your moves, and you can hold your ultimate button again to swap with your clone as well. So you can just use this to combo on someone to do more damage. So what I like to do is to put an ult down and throw your dagger. Then once you throw your dagger, charge up your left click and hit them with a Q and slam them down, and then Q or left click them again. So the combo would look as such. You ult, dagger, charge the auto, Q, and then Q again. You can also weave in an auto or 2 depending on how high you are when you pop the Q. If you jump and then hit your Q, you can hit 2 autos in the air. So jump, Q, auto, auto, then slam down. But if you don't jump before you Q, you can only hit 1 auto in before you have to slam down again, because the Q second part doesn't go off of cooldown until you actually hit the ground. So you see how it's still up. As soon as I touch the floor, then it resets. So let's show that again. Q in the air. As soon as I land, then it goes on cooldown. So keep that in mind. So if you're in the air and then hit your Q, you can get a combo off. So you ult, dash, or hit your dagger. Don't be bad like me. Hit your dash, jump, hit that, and then reactivate your Q. And you can also use your ult to get away. So let's say people are chasing you, fake like you're gonna go one way, and then you just reactivate on your thing, and then you're just out there. And then let's go over some items that I recommend. So I've shown you my favorite combo with Jin, and I've shown you his abilities and how they work. So let's show you some of the items that I recommend. So the first item that I recommend is the Turbo Booster. It gives you move speed for 2 seconds after you use a movement ability. So basically it just helps you catch up to people faster because you get a small little speed boost once you use your shift. The next item, you can either go for an amplifier, which gives you CDR stacking up to 10 until you cast a different ability. So the reason why I would recommend this is just because, let's say you press a right click and you miss your dagger, then it'll come back faster. Plus this character is kind of ability oriented, so you want to have your ability uptime as much as possible. And the next item I recommend is a Vampiric Blade, specifically the Last Stand, just so you can stay in fights longer. Give Omnivamp as well. So if you max out your Q, which I personally would recommend instead of maxing out the dagger, you get a 300 HP shield once you hit the first part of your Q. So that can go well with your Last Stand. So let's say you're low HP, someone's chasing you and they're diving you. You're 30%, you hit a Q, now you have a 300 shield and you have the 50% Omnivamp, so you can commit to that fight in turn when usually you couldn't if you didn't have the shield plus the Omnivamp. So depending on if you want to move faster, which is the Turbo Booster, makes you go a lot faster, or you want to get more Omnivamp, you can do so. You can also switch for a more brawler playstyle with the amplifier. You'll have less CDR, but you will also be able to fight for longer and move around faster, but you'll just have to be more mindful with your ability consumption. Next, let's go over the items that I personally recommend. This is very similar to the Kingpin. So I would go for Ethereal Smoke if you can find one. It'll help you get a good ambush on players. Next item I recommend is a movement rune or an Omnivamp rune. If you can't find anything better, ability haste can also work as well. Also, power rally can be good. Power Stone can also be good. Rally gives you a move speed bonus and it removes CC. And Bloodstone just gives you Omnivamp and a small shield, but you take a little bit of damage. This goes in tandem with the Last Stand item. So if you get low HP, you pop the Blood Crystal, then you hit a Q, then you're going to have a massive shield and Omnivamp. That combo together will be very, very insane. I feel this is making the noise and it's annoying me. Sorry about that. And the next item I would recommend would probably be Stealth Cloak. This is going to be a very, very useful item for him and a lot of assassin type characters as well. Grappling Hook is also very good, so it saves your right click cooldown. You can get on top of people or get away very easily. Barrier Eater is also good for sustain. Bungee Shot, you can use it to jump further and just get on top of people easier as well. That's about it for the Jin guide. Hope you guys found this video helpful and thank you guys for watching. Peace.